Hey guys, Adam Savage here in my cave with a kind of a mailbag show and tell. I want to give a little bit of a precursor to this. Obviously, I love armor. I'm obsessed with armor. I have half a dozen suits of armor, but even more than that, all of my safety equipment are forms of armor, and so are my spacesuits. In fact, it turns out that from a costuming perspective, all I've ever wanted is a protective shell around me to protect me from something. And in my armor obsession, I'm never not looking to see what can be purchased out there in terms of armor. And one of the places that has become incredible is Etsy. And I just want to say this right up front. If you are a woman thinking about getting armor, there are phenomenal stores selling women's armor, full-on SCA approved battle-ready armor on Etsy. It is a great time to be a woman obsessed with armor on Etsy, I think. I am not that. I'm me obsessed with armor. And so I was looking at various places, and there are a lot of places that make armor out of India, and I think Eastern Europe, there are some shops. And I found this place, I think they're in India. Hold on. Yeah. So I found this Etsy armor maker out of India that had what seemed like an impossible thing. They had a full suit of steel armor, missing legs, but like riding armor, I guess, right? The cuirass, the arms, the helmet, the gauntlets, and these long tassets, like multi-sectional tassets. And the price was $500. And I was like, that's worth me buying just to shoot this video about it. And it just arrived. $500, $500 armor. Like, to be clear, the armor I wore underwater while swimming with sharks for the last year of Shark Week that I participated in, that armor was $1,200, and was awful. I mean, it was kind of stamped, and it didn't really fit anyone. We shot hundreds of people with paintball guns over the course of the tours that Jamie and I did, but that armor just wasn't fabulous. And to be fair, this armor isn't likely. The armor I'm about to open up today isn't likely to be amazing. And if it's going to be armor that I wear, I'm going to have to fit it to me. So there's a process, but $500. $500. Let us see together what $500 gets you from this store in Etsy. I'm going to include a link to them in the comments below. I hope it's exciting. I hope it's good. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around and put it on a wide angle so we can kind of take a look at everything. Let's see here. Okay. I cracked the top just to see what was in it. I saw that it was armor. I'll start pulling it out. What do we got here? We have a gauntlet. The gauntlet is not great. The gauntlet is, yeah. So it has no glove. Oh, right. I guess they have loops for your fingers up here, but these loops are ridiculous. Okay. The gauntlet was never going to be amazing for a $500 suit of armor, but it is possible that I could take these pieces apart and turn them into something pretty good. But, all right. Gauntlet. Helmet. Helmet's also not one I had the high expectations for, but wow, actually this one, all of this is covered with a seal of oil to keep it from rusting. Wow. Ah, okay. It's got a little. Interesting. this sort of robot eye is in and of itself interesting. So yeah, I can see that this is like put together with a lot of welding. And again, bad helmet, not terrible. Could use some work. Okay. Here's the other gauntlet. Yeah. Gauntlet's not that impressive. Yeah, that wasn't what I bought it for. I bought it this stuff. So, yeah. This is the gorget, the neck protector. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'll get a mirror in a minute. Once I got all the pieces out. Wow. That's a big piece. Remember how I said they had sectional tassets? Oh, that's what this is. I mean, that may have another name in the world, but yeah, that's what that did. And that, to be honest, that's a really, you know, I might be able to crack open some of these rivets and add some slots here and get a little more movement. But frankly, that's kind of nice. That's not a bad piece. It's precisely what it looked like in the photo. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Wow. Cauldron. Arms are all monolithic. And that is a right, that's a right arm. Whoa! Are you kidding me? Wait, that could be a left arm. That, I don't think I've ever seen that. Almost a bearing surface? All right. I mean, I'm impressed. There comes the other arm. It doesn't look like the pauldrons. It doesn't look like they favored one side over the other in terms of the look. It looks like they're bilaterally symmetrical. Yeah. All right. I think that. Oh, right. There's another leg protector. Here comes the cuirass. I think that's the front. Oh, I've even got a little shield holder for jousting. That's the front. To be totally fair, that is not bad. Jeez, yeah, not bad at all. Right. Here is the back. All right. And there's some extra. What is this? Oh. Well, I wonder what that is. Looks like it's part of the elbow. And, oh, there's some little tiny screws and bolts. Right? Yeah. So, this. Now I want to kind of. I appreciate that they painted the inside black like real armor is. I think Oh, also, you probably want to know how thick this is. This is about 40 thousandths. About 1 millimeter thick. About 1 millimeter thick. So that's the, I'm just going to move the gauntlets out of here. I'm not even going to think about them right now. Let's see about, okay, that is an elbow. That is what that is. Okay. Nice. So let's, interesting. So I'm going to put it together a little bit here. And I'll attach one of these. Oh, all right. I may have to add more holes. Wow. Okay, let's try that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go get my mirror. Now the question is, which one? Third. 1, 2, 3. All right. I mean, I could probably, I see clearly right away I could replace all the leather out of here. Ooh, ooh, it's made for a skinny bloke. Oh, yeah. But on that front, it's actually not terrible. I mean, I'll need to expand it a little bit, but hell, I was actually afraid it wouldn't fit me. Okay, so those come down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Oh. I'll do some adjustment on that, but right now I'm just gonna assemble and take a look. Again, like I'm saying, you know, armor is going to have to be fitted to you. Your armor is going to have to be fitted to you. And it's a custom process. There's just no way around that. Come on. Why are you giving me trouble? There we go. And then this belt comes around this front like this. Not even a hole in there. Yeah, I see. Gotcha. I need an armor stand. Impact drill home. Get a cross piece in there. There we go. Just spreading the chest out a little bit to build out the volume for it. All right. So, oh, okay. So the gorget sits like that. That's the front. Yeah, definitely replace all the leather right away. I don't think it goes on the, yeah, I think it goes on the outside. Am I wrong about that? Or is that the back? And neither of them quite feels like the front. Hard to say. Take a look. And then these guys. So here's where I'm curious about how this feels. I want to put this on. Oh, right. And then there is this part. How does this go on? Is it that? Oh, oh. Ah. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Wrong. There we go. All right. Mobility definitely leaves something to be desired. I definitely, this shoulder doesn't rest down. Here, let's lock up the forearm. Yeah, there's a lot of fitting to do to get this to really work for me, which I am totally up for doing. $500, man. Yeah, I don't know about this helmet. Well, I mean, I can see out of it. Oh my God. Ooh. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. I mean, yeah. Look, this definitely needs a bunch of work. I could definitely see all these ways in which I'd have to start by really pulling it apart into its pieces and putting it back together and adding some more in order to make this really fit and work for me. And I very likely might. This business is blowing my mind. I don't know if I've ever seen this. The spinning joint on the upper arm for that kind of movement. It's impressive. And I find myself wondering if, yeah, I'm really impressed with that. And seems to be two monolithic pieces. I can't even find a weld in here. It's like they used pipe for this. Which is probably what they did. Yeah. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look half bad. Needs a little work. $500. $500. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed. Let's see the back of the case. Yeah, exactly the same. So, is it worth it? You know, it's totally up to you. But here's the thing. The gauntlet and the helmet was never part of my interest in this armor. The gauntlets and the helmet were never part of my interest in this armor because a good set of gauntlets is expensive because they're hard to make. And hard to make right and hard to make to fit you. That being said, the rest of this is not a terrible excursion into armor making. The arms, you know, there's a lot of rebuilding to do for me to make this like to work for me. But to be honest, for $500, yeah. Look, you're not going to buy this for $500 and start fighting in it. That's for sure. It's heavy, and when it's not fit for you, it's actually like you're wearing something that could hurt you. But armor that's been fit for you is by definition lighter on your body because it's distributed. Its weight is distributed across the expanse and surface of your body. So that would be the primary thing I'd be doing to try and make this right, is to slowly adjust it so that it fit me well and thus required less energy to wear. You'd also wear this with a big bit of padding, a gambeson underneath, and I've got a couple of those in storage, which I'll pull out. But frankly, just for a suit of, and I know I might even have this assembled slightly wrong, but just for a suit of armor for display, man, $500. That's not bad. I know the head's too tall right now. I might be able to make these work. I could at least use the bottom parts and then just slowly remake the rest out of steel. You know, I can make these into cup gauntlets. That part's still quite useful. Yeah. Thank you guys. We don't have a specific point to make at the end of this, just that, you know, I'm examining what's out there. Like every obsessive, I have all sorts of weird eBay and Etsy searches going on. And I thought you'd be interested in seeing what happened when you spent $500 on armor. And the price to even get it here wasn't that crazy expensive. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for joining me for this mailbag special show and tell. Protect yourselves. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Cheers.